mountains, or is it by a riverside, or, where is it? And therefore, it forces, or should force you, when you read about it, to try to understand what Jesus meant and the people heard when he said, kingdom of God. See? Because if they thought it was going to be a socio-political military organization, it didn't work. By kingdom, and look, they talk in spirituality. By kingdom, he means that sphere of creation where the love and the will of God reign supreme. So if you as a person, and Jesus later was able to say, the kingdom of God is here, because in him the love and the will of God reign supreme. Therefore, that's kingdom. If he went and talks to his disciple and he can get them to accept God and make God's love reign supreme, they're going to be in a kingdom. And this is the whole thing. Pass that down. And the kingdom is not a place you have to go or a place you have to stay. No, the kingdom of God is an ethos. It's an atmosphere. And that you breathe in the love of God and his will reigns supreme. And that's why when they write the Our Father, like Matthew, may your kingdom come and your will be done. See, that's the coming of the kingdom. That's what we want. Okay, now, the last thing here, to see the difference, here we have now Matthew and we have Luke. Okay? The people that he was writing for, patriarchal. So they wanted to know, what's Jesus' lineage? Is he a bona fide Davidite? Does he really come from the tribe of David and everything? See, what do we know about him? So therefore, Matthew gives you a whole story where the male are predominant in the story. In Matthew, the angel comes to Joseph and tells Joseph to take his wife and everything, like the man should go. When they are in Egypt and Herod dies, the angel goes to the male, tells him, get back home with your wife and your child. See? And who's causing a problem at that time? King Herod, a male. Why is that male so upset? It's because 3 other males called Magi. They came in and they told them they knew that so it's male, 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 male. And that's how they understood it at that particular time. Being a very Jewish, traditional Jewish, it makes sense to them. Whilst Luke, and that's how it makes it easier even for me to really remember. Luke, female, all the way through. What happens is Mary is praying. An angel comes to Mary. The angel says, your cousin Elizabeth. See? And all the way through, both of them sing the Magnificat, where they, as females at that time, were oppressed and suppressed. They said God will raise them up. So therefore, it depends on very many things, and you get one point of view or another, then neither of them are saying, I'm right and you're wrong. It's not an either or. It's both. Okay? And therefore, when we can read each one, and especially if we understand that, I remember I belonged to a parish in Maine that during Advent, because we'll be coming soon enough at Advent, every Sunday of Advent, you would see they had a big image behind the altar of Mary. And every week we went to church, her pregnancy, her belly grew. They arranged it like that, So you could understand it was a reality. We're talking about a real life birth. We're talking about real people, all the way through. And many people, I have challenged even clergy, everybody, to try to have a real Christmas, to really understand, even in the churches, folks, the cribs that are put up by anybody that I've seen so far in my whole 85 years is not true to the scriptures. Because what do we tend to do? Christmas holidays, lights, beauty, and everything. We throw everything in the crib. Everything is there. We have Jesus married Joseph. We have a shepherd coming, a couple of sheep, and we got the Magi turning the corner, coming in. Whoa, we've got a star above, and we got an angel on top of the tree. They don't coexist. Those are all different gospels. This gospel over here of Luke will have the star, because the star goes to the shepherds, announces the shepherds will come. But there's no Magi at all in this. So if you're going to make a crib true to this time Luke, read Luke and see what's there. And even, heck, these days, what do we do? Under the crib, under the Christmas tree, we even put a glass, and we have little kids skating on the grass. We put snow, and we put anything. It doesn't teach. See? If in the scriptures we're supposed to see God's plan of salvation, we're supposed to be teaching, well, let's be as true as we can. See? Either take one, or the next year, make one according to Matthew. Then your Magi can come in following a star. There are no angels in that scene of Matthew. The angels are in Luke. See? They're saying the Gloria, but not in Matthew. Matthew is bringing the Magi. We three kings of Orient are. Oh, 2 minutes past time. So I thank you for coming. I hope you get a little idea that if you're really going to love Scriptures, and if you really want to understand Scriptures, get a good definition of it. And when you read anything you read, get out of the wording and say, so what? Thank you.